Greetings everybody, this is Mr. D, Guild Daddy D, just playing D, coming at you with the Global Labs patch notes. Sorry I'm a couple days late, it is summer, there is things going on, the sun is shining, I am tan. Anyways, let's dive right in. Global Labs patch notes, this is from the 8th, so this will be the NAEU patch next week. Start out with character improvements. As a follow-up adjustment to the non-combat mouse movement during the previously foretold skill will be released as of this week's update. After this follow-up adjustment has been completed, we are currently checking the PvE and PvP damage of each class. After the official change in the amount of damage calculation, we are preparing to adjust the PvE damage amount first. When the PvE damage adjustment is completed, the PvP will also be adjusted. Okay, we also have an additional update that we have been preparing for before improv drop related rulings that occur during the movement of all classes. We will also continue to improve the parts of the inconvenience that you experience during the adventure. So Warrior, Shield Vacuum. When using this skill, the character direction has also been changed to rotate according to the direction of the camera. Twilight Wounds, increased P attack. When using a skill, the damage bonus effect has been transferred to the strong counterattack posture technique. The defense posture for victory increases armor gain when a skill is hit is removed, and the armor is increased from 20 seconds to 40 seconds while maintaining a defensive posture. Shield counterattack changed with vacuum counterattack technology or skill. During the defense posture, the vacuum counterattack skill can be activated when the defense is successful, at which time all the effects of the shield vacuum skill are applied and the damage of the shield vacuum skill is amplified. Sacking changed with stone stroke skill. During a defensive posture, you can cast a stony technique when you succeed in your defense, or a stony skill, and all the effects of the rotation skill are applied and the damage of the rotation skill is amplified. In Rage Strike, the skill is changed with no matter how many times you defend, you've changed to be able to cast as long as you're successful in your defense. When activated after a defense, all effects of Twilight Wound skill are applied and the damage of Twilight Wound skill is amplified. For Awakening, the leading pursuit, the time for cancellation of the skill has been maintained by approximately 0.1 seconds, or the cooldown maybe. Invalidation is the cooldown possibly. After using the skill, the character's direction has been changed to keep it regardless of the camera rotation while the character returns to standby. And then Catch Michi, after using the Awakening skill, the catch filling skill has been improved to be smoothly linked. Ranger, the wind that opens the way. The state-of-the-art effect of the skill has been changed to apply in PvP. So the knockback and knockdown. This changes the wind skill that opens the way so that the status effect is not applied if it is a cooldown. Awakening, Animism of Galactic. The skill has been changed so that it can be used even in a longbowed state. Evaded Landing Fire. The skill that is triggered when you enter the spacebar during the use of the following skills has been changed to connect with the Avoidant Landing shooting technique instead of the air shooting in the air. The air scale shooting and bow skill. So Dinonauts, Spirits Bonding, Wind Flow, Rushing Wind, Yunmu Reacting, Swimming in the Wind, Galaxy of Spirits. So, okay. Changes to the Ranger class cannot be found at the Global Labs and will be updated on the official server. Sorc, the skills have changed. The forward guard effect has been added during the use of the skill and for Shadow Target, and the operation key of the skill has been changed to allow the skill to be used for up to 2 seconds when continuous input. Added 6 seconds of cooldown. During the cooldown, you have no health recovery. Dark sculpting and movement speed reduction effects are applied. Strike successfully, health recovery effect has been changed from 24668 to 2040 60 60 80 80. And if you strike successfully, you have 5 seconds of movement speed reduction has been changed from 15 to 20%. Let's see. This is, I believe, the Lahn. River Rising Wave. The knockback effect of the skill has been changed to apply only to monsters, and the stiffness effect of the Kang Moonlight technique has been changed to apply in PvP. The Rising Wave, the knockback effect of the skill has been changed to applying only to monsters, and as a result, the status effect of the Awakening skill, the Sky Touching skill, is changed to be applied in PvP. And then the skill Climbing a Tree, it has been added to connect with Aerial Lightning and Squeezing skill during the use of a skill. At the beginning of the skill, the time the character can rotate in the direction of the camera have been increased. On the Moonlight Flash River skill, it has been added so that it can be linked with the Harlogy skill after using the skill. The actionable skill is activated by the forward aerial Harlot action. An Awakening, Reaching the Sky. The skill is changed with one last strike. The bound effect was changed to a knockback. The status of the last strike has been changed to apply in PvP. The left clicking during the use of the skill has been changed to trigger the last strike, and left clicking while moving, the range of attacks that are applied when the last strike is triggered has been adjusted to match the effect. And then Velk, the Just Dash skill, added to be able to connect with Ensla's Divine Technology. Sky Strike, Shield Chase, Sharp Light, River, Glorious Light Dash, River Flashing, River, Ensla's Divine skill. Counterattack of Justice, it has been changed with the attack range, it's been adjusted to match the effect production. Decrease bleeding effect is removed when hit successfully, and all armor reduction effects have been added. All armor reduction effects are the same as those of River Shield of Purification. The special damage of the skill has been changed from counterattack, down attack to air attack and down attack. And fix the counterattack skill of definition when W plus left click will be triggered first after using the next skill for River's Shield of Purification and Punishment. Holy Power, the bound effect has been changed to apply only to monsters, and the bound effect has also been changed to apply to PvP when the last strike of Ensla's Holy Technique. Valkyrie Swordsmanship, the left and right evasion movements that were activated by A, D, and right click in the longsword state have been integrated into the effects of Valkyrie's fencing. The invincible retention time applied when using left and right dodge actions have been changed from 0.2 to 0.4 seconds. And since the left and right dodge action, the linkage has been changed to be linked slower than before. For Awakening, for the Lancia, added an invincible effect triggered during a left-right attack on the skill. The invincible retention time for left-right attacks on the skill have been changed from 0.2 to 0.4 seconds. Wizards and Witch. The skill has changed with, and I'm guessing this is black something avoidance, because I think horsepower is the concentrated black stones. It's the same word. It's interesting. So with the tradition skill, the super armor effect has been changed to be applied during the use of the skill. Traditions of positions, skill changed the same as Wizard's tradition evasion. Added, we're going to say maybe added evasion skills to be able to trigger 2 consecutive times even if you run backwards. Past position and wizard skill has been improved to allow continuous movement in other directions except forward after one-time activations of this skill. So if anybody knows the translation of the horsepower avoidance, I would appreciate it. Dark Knight, Vidirs. The technology is changed with when is enabled, PvP damage from the following skill is amplified. Execution, Wheel of Fate, Ash of the Chill Black, Madness of Vidir, Black Spirit River, Ash of the Dark, Black Spirit River, Madness of Vidir, Seeds of Disaster, Root of Disaster, Rainy Despair, and Elemental Oxidation. The mental health or stamina consumed while maintaining the skill change from 200 every 2 seconds. Archer, main weapon, Wings of Adjustment. The endurance consumption of the skill has been changed from 200 to 100. Blast Pole or Pole Blast, the endurance consumption of the skill has been changed from 200 to 150. Meteor Shower down to 100. Cut of the Darkness down to 100, and Vigor down to 100. So I'm guessing endurance is stamina. Maybe up here with the Dark Knight, mental health is maybe mana. Lahn, it has been added so that it can be the skill Spring Wind can be linked with the Stigma of Incense, Dawn Dew, and Euro technology during the use of Glide. The Stigma of Incense, fix super armor to apply attack behavior when using Scent Stigma skill in the semi-monthly state or the semi-something state. Sung Hong, the stiffness effect of the skill has been changed to apply only to monsters, and the super armor effect of the new skill has been changed to apply to the attack action. And then the effect of the status or effect of the skill has been changed to a stiffening when the strike is successful, and the effect of the second strike is changed to knockdown on the Kang's Sin Mu. Dance of Death, added to increase damage when using the skill. Flow, cutting Black Forest, cutting Death Dance. Bleeding and pain damage is unified with a 51 reduction every 18 seconds for bleeding damage. After using the skill, it has been improved to be Bloodstained to be smoothly connected with non-moving skills. So they, I guess, helped it flow. Black Spirit Fire, the skill has changed with the preceding action applied before the attack has been removed. Increased crit strike probability and increased defensive effects when using the skill has been removed, and the effect of the skill has changed from stiffness to knockdown. And the Black Spirit Piercing Heart, the skill has changed with the preceding action applied before the attack has been removed, and if the strike is successful, armor reduction effect has been changed from 20 to 25. Guardian, River Toenail Pullout added down attack damage bonus effect on the skill. Foot Robe Without Mercy, it has been changed to apply only to knockback monsters, and the forward guard effect has been added when using the skill in the river, snow mountain drawing technique. Hashashin, Hash Brown. Since the last update, Hash Brown has improved its aggressive performance by improving the linkage of mobile skills and renewal of the tapping technology in Paradise, and has improved to enable continuous movement. However, the effect of Paradise Tap Dreaming technology or skill is combined with the ability to inflict air attack damage on the, and it is showing a rather overpowering appearance. So, the Paradise's skill has been downgraded. So, for Draw a Shadow, the endurance consumption of the skill has been changed from 250 to 400. And then the Do Dream of Paradise, the healing bonus changed from 33 to 10% when successful, and the air attack damage bonus changed from 10 to 2.5% for 5 seconds. Nova, Break Through the Singularity, added an increased cast speed of 30 seconds to achieve a 15% effect when breaking through. And Intertwined Orbit added the effect of resetting the cooldown of the orbital degradation skill when the technology is successfully hit. Sage, River, Space Shredding, added an increased attack damage effect to the skill, and the corresponding effect is the same as the attack damage increase of the Imaginary Unfolding technique. Last Hand Gesture changed to be able to trigger alone via operations key W plus F. Awakening. Since the last update, Sage Awakening has been able to ensure stable mobility through mitigation of endurance. The addition of Lightning Surge technology defense judgment and the reduction of the cooldown of the new Bees Delegisator. That's a Delegisator. It's an interesting word there. This was combined with the wide area strike ability of Sage Awakening and the high amount of damage to achieving even greater performance. This ensures that the ability to move is maintained, but the stamina is adjusted to be more careful with endurance consumption. In addition, the defense judgment of the Brain Jaduk skill that condemns the wide area strike is changed to the forward guard, so it can reliably deal wide area damage by being more careful in selecting the attack position. So for the Unho Drink, the endurance consumption of the skill has been changed from 100 up to 150. Flashing is from 100 to 150. Delegates of the new punishment cooldown has been changed from 16-14-12 to 18-16-14-12. Current change, the electric shock effect has been removed. Condemn, the defensive judgment of the skill has been changed from super armor to forward guard. Maegu. Maegu Awakening is a character who can enter the moment through Fox Run, Turquoise, or Navalera skill, and Quick Assassination through air attack. In addition, if you succeed in leaving after entering, you will be able to recover the damage taken when you enter the school system faster and re-enter through the skill of semester. So we're gonna say, okay, that's horrible translation. We're gonna get through it. In other words, it was a class capable of assassination, but the performance of the other basic classes itself was quite high. The overall adjustment was made so that the characteristics of the awakening state are maintained, but the performance is not too high. So, for the school skill, health recovery effects applied when using the technology have been changed from 2800 down to 2000. For the Huangcheng Walk, the effect of increasing evasiveness in the skill has been eliminated. And Navalero, even if you use the skill in a superstitious state, it has been changed to move after the preceding action. Dosa Awakening is a character who supports allies and attacks from close range and distance through win-win effects. Based on these characteristics, as the skill is slow to activate, it can gain a slow trigger with a high amount of damage when sufficient checks and hits against the opponent. However, even though he was a character who supported his allies and attacked them, he was also able to kill opponents from a distance by himself because he had a very strong ability to attack from a distance. The damage is maintained, but the effect of the range skills has been adjusted to change the effect of the status abnormality so that the enemy can be posed from a distance with the support of an ally. So Steel Conform, the effect of the skill is changed from a knockdown to a knockback. Fire Smeared, the effect of the skill is changed from knockdown to stiffness. Changed to apply the decentralized damage effect to the skill. 10% damage is reduced when hitting 2 or more people in PvP, and at least 50% damage is applied. And Tread, health recovery effects applied when using the skill have been changed from a total of 1200 to 500. So, other small changes with the Warrior, Ranger, Fighter, Guardian, and Moo. The effect of the ally being able to aim for the summoned fire or the fire has been corrected. Okay, so they're easing the drop of mobile skills. Moving the sloping terrain with moving technology led to a drop judgment, which alleviated the disconnection of the skill. This reduces the break in the skill as long as it is in a not very steep slope, and it has been changed to allow the drop to occur at a slightly higher height. Some skills continue to take the drop to the ground even if the skill is used in high places. However, if you land after falling, you will be harmed. And if you fall from a very high place, you might die. So they changed it so that, I guess, the increase the amount of time it went from you falling in the skill to where you start waving your hands and freaking out. So the skills for the changes are above. So these are all the skills that they changed from dropping. And then items. Items have been added so that you can exchange more and more items at a time. The next item in the consolidated goods is the Sign of Immortality. So right now you could do 1 for 1 Kron. Now you could do 10 for 10 Krons. The Tekema, Sign of the Pledge. This is, I think, I'm drawing a blank right now. And then Chubby Coelacanths used to be able to do 1 and 10 for 5 gars. Now you can do 100 for 5 gold bars. Added the item description of the inverted heart of the Garmoth with respect to the effect of the improved weight of the sovereign weapon, the weight plus 50. Monsters located in the safe zone south of Ilya Island. The Hungry Drift Chaser has moved farther south and has been changed to be located in the combat zone. Knowledge. The description of the following skills have been revised during the Heavenly Bar linkage of the Forbidden and Awakening. So, okay. It is backgrounds. It has been modified to make it accessible to areas that were inaccessible near the summit of Mount Duvenkroon. And dreamy fantasy horse Krogdalo. One day, people were seen as a mysterious horse bearing the image of Krogdalo's 3 children's wind, the Danae of the earth and the doom of the flame. It has wings that divided the sky, horns that resemble a forest, and the energy of the flame that rings the earth, and so that no one can explain who it is. In time, people began to think that it was Krogdalo to appear again in the world, although its existence was only an incarnation of Krogdalo. At the end of word of mouth, everyone naturally became called Krogdal. So let's see, are they releasing? They're releasing a new horse. Besides the choppiest video player ever, looks like we're gonna get a, I don't know what, let's see, T9, T10. What's this gonna be? T11 horse? Is this gonna combine everything? The legendary horse is back in the world. So right here, this must be the horse that they were talking about that they wanted to combine everything. So after the banquet, I was called to the forums a lot, so I considered to make it a proper name, or the diadem. The adventurers sent me a lot of opinions on the names through various routes, such as customer service, bulletin board among them. There was also the most common idea that corresponded to the worldview, such as the incarnation of Krogdalo, and it was finally as Krogdalo due to its legendary symbolism and weight. You can only get 1 horse per family, and if you have a Krogdalo nest, you can get it right without special conditions. The best horse in the Black Desert world. Now, with Krogdalo, I want you to go on a new adventure. Thank you. So they're adding the mythical horse Krogdalo. So if you have the Krogdalo stable where you can keep all 3 of your dream horses, you will get one of these. With Krogdalo's nest item, you can order a Marandola located in Grana to earn it. and you get that horse. The Krogdalo acquires all the skills of the Dreamy Ardunat, Danae, and Doom, and is born with 100% proficiency. However, you cannot learn the skills of two riders. Here's a complete list of the skills. So you're going to get triple dash, running on water, flying, everything. Krogdalo's ability is born with the highest levels of the Dreamy, so you get the acceleration and speed and endurance are the same as the Ardunat. The turn, break, and life force of the Doom and the experience points required for leveling up growth and the maximum weight of the horse are the same as all three of them. So first level initial stats right here. The ability to increase when growing with the Krogdalo will grow up to 1.3% per level. In addition, the Krogdalo can grow up to a 100th level as all other horses, but the ability value will not grow from the 31st level. When using the initialization of the vehicle growth in Krogdalo, it will be initialized with the initial ability value of the first level, and a total of 37 skills will be reborn with the master of 37 skills. So yeah, it's not allowed to cross an exchange, so you can't sell it. It is possible to sell vehicles and sell the Imperial horse through the, but the price is very low, so you can Imperial delivery it. Even with Krogdalo, you can wear general harness equipment or costume harness equipment. Krogdalo cannot be left in the nest. If Krogdalo wants to enter the castle surrounded by the connection of the Derkrota artifact, it will be immediately parachuted. Okay. The items available and the non-usable items for Krogdalo are as follows. So you can't interbreed it. You can't change its appearance. You can do everything else. Okay. So UI, added the buy extension button to the right of the edit preset button in the relics preset. At the click of the button, you can purchase the relic preset extension. Improved the description of the increase in the probability of winning items in the information window. We've made a short edit to improve the readability of the numbers in use. System, changed to allow the maximum number of pets and relic presets to be expanded. Relics, you can have up to 10, now up to 20. Pets, used to be up to 5, now you can be up to 10? Oh, that's presets, okay. As the storage method of the preset changed to server storage, the data stored on the existing client was initialized. On August 13th, during the regular patch, the storage unit will be changed to a new server, and the setting of the relic presets and pet group will inevitably be deleted. So you're going to lose your presets on your pets and your relics/artifacts. According to the change of the storage method, is automatically stored without the need. And let's see. Other changes. Gamepad mode. If you use or mount all the items registered in the ring menu and do not have it in the bag, fix the issue where the adventure journal was snagged to the right. X button. Record. Oh, this is big. Fixed a change in the underwear setting function when changing into the carry-on bag of Merv that did not contain underwear while wearing underwear. Huge. Fixed a phenomenon in which the damage was applied to a new battle with a cannon, a reinforced flame tower, and a lower amount of damage when hitting the gun. In the construction phase, when hitting the new battle with the cannon, the fire tower, and the reinforced flame tower, the damage amount was all the same regardless of the corresponding building. There's really not a lot else. That's it. Okay, so we have, let's see, T8, T9, T10. What's that? T11 horse now. Krogdalo. You can get Krogdalo. Other than that, everybody's classes are getting tweaked. Let me know in the comments, have the mouse movement things really affected your class? How many of you actually have the Krogdalos stable? I don't have one yet. I gotta get on that. I just keep failing my attempts, and I'm really too lazy to build the mythical sensor. So stay tuned. I really appreciate the comments. I really appreciate the DMs. If you guys want to know, hey, how do you do something in BDO? Let me know. I'll make a 5 to 10 minute video. We'll get you hooked up. Thank you. Like and subscribe. Please share the channel, and we'll see you next time.